Hello, Pokemon trainers, and welcome to the King's Court. Okay, this is going to be the start of what I'm hoping could be like maybe a possible new series here on the channel. Now, if you're familiar with the channel when it comes to our Pokemon content, I like to do a series called The Path to Power. And by the way, any fellow DBZ fans out there, yes, that's a reference to the old DBZ movie. But anyways, it's a series where I like to try to climb the online Pokemon Scarlet and Violet VGC ladder, and basically I do a best 3 out of 5 here. I bring I basically voice over the videos and and the battles and all that, and bring them here and go for them play by play and give like my feedback on what was my thought process, and even overall go what I would do in a different situation. Try to improve my own skills. So usually I do that, and the last video did really well. And here's where things come into play. In the last video, I got a comment on it, and the person was asking me to try out their team, their rental team. And this team is basically This team is basically old school. It's basically Red's team from Pokemon, the manga, the video game, either one really. It's Red's famous team. Pikachu, Snorlax, the original 3 starters. And here's the thing, though. There is one difference, though. Now, for the record, it's kind of interesting when you think about it. Red's team, there's that last 6 space has always been kind of like a little iffy, because originally it was like Espeon, because if you read the Pokemon Adventures manga, he had an Eevee that could like go between Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon. I feel like I'm doing the Poke rap. But in the manga, it eventually evolved into Espeon and stayed that way permanently. So originally it was that, but then later on, like I think it was around Heart Gold and Soul Silver, they replaced it with Lapras. So instead of one of those two, this team is really focused on like sun-based strategy. So instead, the person who originally made this team had Koraidon instead. So this isn't an exact replica, but it's pretty close. And the main stars, though, are Red's Pokemon. So that's basically what I'm using here. Now, if you want to use this team, I left the code. I should be leaving it on the thumbnail, but I'll leave a link to the video that the person linked me to in the description. So if you want to go check them out, go send them some love. Go check their video out. And I think I could be wrong. If the person watching this, for the record, thank you so much for the comment. And honestly, the suggestion to try this team out. This team is super fun. I love Red's team. I love Gen 1. And personally, you had one of my favorite Pokemon in this team. If you watch my Digimon content, Black War Greymon is my favorite Digimon. Of course, I love Shiny Charizard. So any excuse to use Shiny Charizard, I'm going to take it. So if you want to go check their video out, I'll leave it in the description like I said. And that's pretty much everything. Oh yeah, also just a heads up for any of my English viewers, like anyone who, not English. I've checked the analytics. I know I got some viewers in the UK. Yo, what's up? How you doing? I do have I believe, now I could be wrong. I think the person's language they were speaking in that video, I could be wrong. If I am, I'm so sorry. I believe it was Italian. I think. If I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. But just a heads up, because the video didn't have any subtitles. But from watching it, I was able to from watching the video and the gameplay, I was basically able to figure out how the team worked and all that stuff. So just a heads up, if you're not again, I'm so sorry if I got that wrong, but if you don't understand what they're saying, it should be easy to follow what they're doing based on the gameplay. Just a quick heads up. Man, that had to be a record for a long intro. So, really quickly, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit notification bell. Like I said, I'm hoping to make this like a new series where people want me to try out their rental teams. So if you want me to try out any of your rental teams, go ahead and leave the code in the comments. Or hell, if you got a YouTube channel too, let me know, and I'll even link your channel in the next video when I try your team. So, it's pretty much everything. Let me also know in the comments, question of the video, what's your favorite Kanto Pokemon? Man, Charizard's definitely my favorite of the starters, but I'm tied between Charizard and Gyarados. I love those two. Those two would be on my team. Like if I had if I were to pick out my Pokemon team, I love those two so much. So Charizard and Gyarados for me. Let me know yours in the comments. And I'm so sorry. I spoke through that entire battle without even explaining. But hey, I got the win. So like I said, it's going to be best 3 out of 5. So I won 1. Let's see if I can keep this going. So I'm going to send out the person's Pikachu and Snorlax. So I really like this because like I also love Snorlax, for the record. And this is like a belly drum Snorlax. So basically, the point of this is to use Pikachu's Fake Out. But unfortunately, they got the Detect. I wanted to fake out the Urshifu because I didn't want it to hit with close combat. Because the point of this is to have Snorlax set a Belly Drum to max out his physical power. Not only that, Pikachu has to Focus Sash and Endeavor. So basically, the point of this setup right here: use Fake Out, get your opponent's mons to flinch. Use Belly Drum to set up Snorlax. It also has I forgot the name of the berry, but it's the berry that once in a while lets your Pokemon hit first. So basically, a maxed out Snorlax hitting with like Earthquake and Rock Slide and Body Slam for coverage. So that's basically the point of that team. And also with Pikachu having the Focus Sash, if you get to the Focus Sash, it has Endeavor. So it makes it really easy just to Endeavor your opponent's mons and then just basically wipe them out with Earthquake and Rock Slide. It's actually really, really funny. And I've tried a team like this before, a similar one before. So I like this strategy. I'm familiar with this strategy too. So this is a lot of fun. So they're going to switch out their Rillaboom and go into Kyogre. Now, for this battle, I chose the Pikachu and the Snorlax, but dang, right there. I was actually hoping Pikachu would be a little quicker than the Urshifu, but no, I lost to Snorlax. It probably would have been a good idea to actually switch out Snorlax into, like, I think I have Venusaur. If not, this is just a bad choice on my half. But the Nuzzle does go off, and I am going to get I do get the... so sorry. Let me take a sip of my yak. I do get the paralysis, so... Right, I have Koraidon and Charizard. So I'm basically going to send out Koraidon. This is going to get rid of the rain. Thank goodness. And this will also, since the sun is going to be out, this is also going to weaken Urshifu's water attacks. So that's actually good for me. Especially since Koraidon resists water, so I'm good. So there's a couple of ideas here I could do. None of these, though, I think, though, will completely, like, one-hit KO either of their mons. So basically, I'm just going to try to double up, basically. So they're going to go over the Detect. I had a feeling they would do that, so instead, I'm going to have the Koraidon go for Dragon Claw. And that actually really got them close. So now, my Pikachu is going to hit you on... Okay, the Ice Beam. Oh, man, thank goodness it tanked it. Again, I don't know why. I kept thinking that Pikachu's Endeavor would have hit first, so that's why I did that. Man, that was actually a bad idea. I should have went with, like, Thunder or Nuzzle or something. Then again, I don't know if Nuzzle would have actually knocked out. I probably should have just went for the Thunder. Kyogre's got good special defense, but I think with a Stab Thunder, because, you know, it's high base power and the Stab, I should have probably knocked it out, but oh well, hindsight, right? So... Now, basically, the sun's out, and it could go either way right here. Man, Koraidon is super cool. Anyone else hope we eventually get the shiny Koraidon and Miraidon? I know I've said that in other videos. I just really hope we do eventually. Because those two are like some of the cleanest shinies I've ever seen. I love the black that shiny Koraidon's got. Like I said before, it looks like a Harley Davidson. That is super cool. And the shiny Miraidon looks like it's chrome or something. I can't prove it, but I swear because all the future Paradox Pokemon, all their shinies are chrome. They had to have gone for that episode of SpongeBob. You know, everything's chrome in the future. Oh man. So, but basically, they're gonna switch out to Kyogre, and yeah. Okay, because Thunder actually did that much damage, then yeah, it would have knocked out their Kyogre if I did hit Thunder instead of Endeavor. Oh, what can you do though, right? So unfortunately, I'm gonna lose my Koraidon, and now I got Pikachu and Charizard if I remember right. So I'm in a bit of a touchy situation. So basically, yeah. Oh, that berry, right? That's what it's called. Luckily, though, the sun's out, so Charizard's solar power should give a little more longevity. Oh, by the way, I did read the the sets. This Charizard is timid-natured with Focus Sash, so it should be outspeeding everything. So I was basically thinking, okay, Rillaboom's out, so it's weak against fire. So Charizard, that's good there. But the Urshifu was really close to dying, so I was basically thinking maybe I could try Heat Wave and it'll knock both of them out. Okay, no, but they're going to go back into their Kyogre, so yeah, that makes sense. So the Drizzle's going to come back, and now fire-based moves are going to be really bad. I was a little bit, so yeah, right here they're going to go for the Terrestrialization to get rid of the fighting weakness. I guess they thought I was going to go for like Air Slash or something, which might not have been a bad idea now that I think about it. But they got the Aqua Jet, so it's pretty much going to, yeah. I'm a little surprised right there. I thought they'd go for the Charizard, since, you know, fire, water. But I guess they wanted to get rid of the Pikachu in case I tried doing like any more like electric-based attacks. So the Heat Wave is going to knock out the Urshifu, so that's good for me. Unfortunately, though, this is the last Mon, and I stuck into Heat Wave, and they still got Rillaboom. So I'm not in the best situation right here. Ah, man, again, I just can't get over how much I love Shiny Charizard's colors. The red, the black, and the white underbelly. I just love that design. It's so cool. You know, I saw this post on Twitter a couple of days ago talking about just how good Shiny Charizard looked in the old, like, fire red, leaf green sprites. It really did. You know what I mean? I'll see if I can get, like, a picture to put it up here. They looked so good back then. Anyone else play those games? Man, those games were like super awesome, honestly. Some of my favorite remakes. Yep, here it goes. I've used this electric-based team before. I think that was, I think it was like the third pass to power when I tried that rain team. For the record, a rain team is super good. Kyogre is just a monster. So, yeah, I lost that one. Dang it. Maybe things could have ended out differently if instead I used Thunder instead of the Endeavor, but again, I thought Pikachu would have been able to outspeed the Koraidon, so oh well, it happens. This is how we learn, though, right? Alright, so that's one win, one loss. Alright, and now, that's such a cute picture right there of Sprigatito. That's such a cute picture. Alright, they're going to send out Miraidon and Farafrig. God, I hope I'm getting that name right. Okay, so it's electric-based team. Another team I've also tried. I haven't tried Farafrig. I think I'll try Farafrig actually in the next video. So if you want to see that Pokemon, let me know. Farafrig is so annoying because its ability just shuts off priority moves. So Fake Out, unfortunately, this is why I'm not going to go for Fake Out right here, because its ability is going to get rid of it. So basically I'm thinking, should I just switch out? I went with Venusaur instead because if I had Venusaur in the last one, it would have done a lot better against my opponent's Kyogre. So, so basically, I'm just making my decision here because I don't know whether or not to switch out or keep using this team. Not this team, this setup. Like, if I should leave these two both out or switch out. It's basically what I'm thinking. So they're gonna terrestrialize. Makes sense. Fairy. That's pretty good, actually, to get rid of the weak, because, like I said, what I was going to do, I was going to go for Earthquake. Dazzling Gleam. Dang. I'm not going to lie, part of me was hoping they're going to try to discharge or something, but I guess they had a feeling because that's like an old school thing to do, like discharge with the Lightning Rod, which is just Pikachu's ability, which will come up later, you know, hint, hint. And they're going to go for the foul play. Dang, I'm in a not the best situation right here. Unfortunately, I knocked out my own Pikachu. Dang. So, I'm in a bit of a tough situation right here. Again, this is a bad setup because, like I said, I saw the Farafrig. I should have known they were not to send out Pikachu with the Fake Out. But, hey, live and learn, right? So, I'm going to go with Venusaur next. Shiny Venusaur. Channel member Michael is a huge Venusaur fanboy, the whole Bulbasaur line in general. So he watches these videos when I upload them, so he's probably freaking out right now because he loves this Pokemon. Right now I'm thinking, okay, the sun's not out, but Venusaur's got good bulk. And Miraidon is using, like, spamming Dazzling Gleam. So basically, Fairy and Venusaur is grass. And I got lucky right here. I got the paralysis. I mean, the flinch, but I forgot the electric terrain. I'm going to be real with you. This right here was all my fault, my mistake right here. I messed up right here. So, my bad. Alright, so I'm basically thinking either I just go for Rock Slide again and hope for another flinch, or do I try to go again? I'm just going to go for the offense, honestly, because, yeah, this is a bad situation. Because, again, not only does the Farafrage remove priority moves, but also, thanks to the electric terrain, I can't put them to sleep. Alright, Giga Drain. Actually did do some decent damage. Not bad right there. Alright, so Rock Slide. Dang. And they're going to set the Trick Room, which is okay, because it is going to slow down the Miraidon. And, again, Snorlax should definitely be hitting first now, because I didn't do anything to like, raise up their speed, so Snorlax should definitely be the one hitting first. Same with Venusaur. So this, I was thinking to myself, this actually I could probably take advantage of this. So I'm just going to go over the Body Slam, go for a straight stab normal move. Alrighty. And now I'm basically thinking to myself, okay, what do I do here? They're going to go for the Psychic. I guess it is one to knock out Snorlax, because when I saw this while I was recording these, I thought, oh man, they're going for Venusaur. But no, they're going to, instead I'm just going to be able to get the Giga Drain, but dang, not a lot, right? Honestly, so I'm in a tough situation, so I'm going to basically send out the Koraidon now. Now, unfortunately, this is where that Trick Room is going to become a problem, because now that Trick Room is set up, I mean, not Trick Room, now that the sun is out, Venusaur's Chlorophyll is going to kick in and raising its speed, so that means Venusaur most likely is going to be the one hitting last. And I've used Blood Moon Urshifu. This thing is a freaking train. This thing is just hits so hard. That Blood Moon attack is just ridiculous right here. Really cool though, I'm not gonna lie. So, dang, I lost my Koraidon sadly. Yeah, but good on my opponent though, taking advantage of that I was gonna use Koraidon. That was actually, props to them actually. Dang. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sitting in the best situation right here. Yeah, with my Venusaur basically hitting last now, thanks to the sunset honestly out. Yeah, I'm not in the best situation. I'm still gonna play it out though. Even though when I know I'm not in the best situation, I like to play it out because sometimes you never know what could happen, right? So they're gonna go for the Protect. If I remember right, because you can't use Blood Moon twice in a row. Yeah, that's dang. Well, I took out the Farafrage at least. Dang. Yeah, alright. So they still got their Urshifu, and not Urshifu. Their yep, Iron Hands. Dang. Yeah, so they pretty much got it. I'm not gonna lie, but hey, good on my opponent, really good, and like I said before, this is how we get better. I'm just gonna go for the Giga Drain because I know it's not gonna hit first, but hey, it is ground normal, so I'm like I might as well try. Yep, Blood Moon, Ursaluna. Dang it! I thought I muted my Discord. Sorry if you heard that. I might start leaving sticky notes in front of me when I record videos. Mute the Discord. Oh man. All right. Dang. 1 win, 2 losses. All right. Let's see if I can make that comeback. All right. Now game 4. Alrighty. Let's see how this goes. I think I remember this one. If I remember right, yeah. Alright. And yeah, Snorlax Pikachu. So they got their, what's it called? Let's see. So I'm basically thinking I can go for the Fake Out and go for the Belly Drum. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, what do I do? Thinking to myself, alright, Fake Out, got it. So that's good for me. And Body Press makes sense. But luckily, not down to half of Snorlax's HP, so I can still set up the belly drum. And now I'm actually in a pretty good position because now it's set up and I should be good to start going for the offense. I'm just going to go and hit their Ogerpon. Let's see. And I'm basically thinking to myself, do I just go for the Earthquake? Because I was thinking to myself, alright. Yeah, the berry, okay. The Kustop berry. I hope I'm saying that right. The Earthquake should be able to knocked out their Ogerpon. And Pikachu's Focus Sash kicked in, so definitely now the Endeavor is live. So I should be able to start doing that. For the record, the Nuzzle was supposed to be for the Ogerpon, but I didn't think it would knock it out right away. So I took out one of their mons, they took out Snorlax. I guess that's fair. Alright. But hey, I got rid of the Ogerpon, and that thing could have been annoying. So instead, I'm going to just go for Koraidon. But like I said, they're going to go for theirs. I was okay. So this is an interesting position. Alright. The sun is out, so yeah. Alright, so basically this could, because I have no idea whose could be faster. So I didn't want to deal with this thing, so I'm like, I'm just going to go for the Endeavor and just start attacking the one of the Ruin mons. The Ruin mon, because I just want to get rid of... I always forget the name. But I'm basically going to go for the Big Moose. I'm going to go for the Moosaya. Man, okay, let's see. Man, like I said, this could be a good position or not. Because again, it really depends on who's faster. But I'm just going to go over the Protect because I was also thinking to myself, what are the chances their Koraidon could terrestrialize into Fairy or something? You know what I mean? Because that, I swear, every time I've tried that lately, I try to hit with like a dragon, like stab dragon move to get super effective on a dragon. They terrestrialize into Fairies. So I didn't want to take that chance. So I just thought I'd see if I could bait it out. So luckily, I'm in a good position. Because Charizard, not only is the sun out, so solar power is out, so again, more longevity. But Charizard's got the Focus Sash. So I'm just going to spam Heat Wave. Heat Wave, even though Koraidon resists fire, the Heat Wave, it will knock it out. Because again, Pikachu's Focus Sash was active. So that means the Endeavor put them down to 1 HP. So I'm actually in a pretty good position right here. So I'm just going to go for the Heat Wave. It actually almost knocks out their Ruin Pokemon. Man, I suck with names sometimes. I can't remember its name. I'm just used to using Chien-Pao, if I'm being honest. So, but hey, I got the knockout. That's good, man. This thing is annoying to deal with, how bulky it is. So I'm in a good position, actually. So, and the solar power, like I said. Alright, now they're going to send out... Okay. Miraidon. Alrighty. Now, this I was a little bit worried about because Miraidon's got the electric terrain set up, which means its electric moves are going to be powered up. So I was a little worried that because of that, it could probably just go for Thunderbolt or something and just knock out Charizard. Because again, the solar power helps, but Charizard just doesn't have the best defense. So I was thinking to myself, okay, I do not want to deal with that, so I'm just going to they're going to terrestrialize first. And they're going to go into electric. Okay, so definitely they did that to remove the dragon weakness. Makes sense. Alright, so now I'm going to go for the Protect. Because like I said, I do not want to take the chance of losing Koraidon because Koraidon is my best chance to win this. And I'm just going to go for the Heat Wave. And somehow, I got a crit. Oh man, oh man, oh man. I got a crit. Dang. So, hey. We take those, right? Got the win. So, man, oh man, oh man. Now, so that's 2-2. I won 2 and lost 2. But here's the interesting thing. When I record these videos, I sit down and just try to record a bunch and see how I do. I do cut out the in-betweens, like what Pokemon I'm choosing, because that could take a while, because sometimes the opponent could take a little while. But somehow, I ended up against the same person. I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. So, okay. Time for the rematch. All right, let's do this. The Rock versus Cena 2. Man, okay, let's see how we can do this. So, I'm thinking to myself, all right, do I go for the Heat Wave or do I keep Venusaur in? I'm going to be real with you. I was feeling pretty good because, like I said, I won the first one, but then lost the second and third ones. But I somehow managed to make the comeback and win the fourth one. So I was feeling pretty good. I was like, okay, let's see if I can win this team without trying to set up with the belly drum because I want to try out a different team. I'm going to be real with you. I basically went with the old school starters. So I'm actually basically going full on red right here. I'm going Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur. So I'm thinking. By the way, remember the okay. So the rain dish. Yeah, that's during rain though. So right now the ability is off for Blastoise. It kind of stinks. Oh man. Every time I look at Blastoise, I always reminds me of a pet turtle I had when I was a little kid. Anyone else have a pet turtle? Alright, so I'm thinking to myself, alright, what do I do now? Alright, so I'm going for that. That should, again, easily knock it out. So that takes care of the Musaya. Again, I swear I'll memorize the name later. But, so that takes care of that. And the Ogerpon is still active. So they're going to go for the Wood Hammer, knock out Blastoise. I'm not going to lie to you. When that happened, I thought I was cooked. I was like, okay, this person came back for the honestly to get revenge. So I was like, okay, they might have this one. So I was like, you know what? Let's wing it. So I'm going to send out Charizard. Now, what happens next actually really surprised me. Alright, so Charizard and Koraidon. Not a bad actual, not bad actually. Not a bad team up, I mean. So, they got the electric terrain sets up. I don't have any electric mons, sadly, so it kind of stinks. So, I was basically thinking, alright, I gotta hit it with the Dragon Claw. Try to knock this thing out quickly. So, I'm just gonna go over the Heat Wave and spam it. Even though Ogerpon is wearing that mask and it should resist it, I was like, you know what? At least I'll do some chip damage. And it's a good thing I picked Heat Wave, honestly. And you'll see why in a sec. Let's see. Oh, man, I never get sick of that. Alright, here it comes. So they're going to terrestrialize to electric again. So, makes sense. See. Alright. So they're going to go. So now the dragon weakness is gone. But I'm basically thinking to myself, that means now also they won't resist fire. So like again, since I picked Dragon Claw and Heat Wave, if Heat Wave hits and Dragon Claw can hit before they can hit me, I might be able to get the knockout. This is what I was thinking basically. I'm basically doubling up because I had a feeling that the Ogerpon was going to go with Spiky Shield. I wasn't expecting to burn either. So that's good for me. And Dragon Claw. So my plan worked out. Oh man, that actually was, I'm not gonna lie, when that happened, I was feeling really good about myself because I was like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect to get this far because after they knocked out Blastoise so quickly. So I was like, can I make the comeback? And now they're sending out their Koraidon. So we're both basically, you know, 2 mons each. So it could go either way. Even though their Koraidon, though, is completely, full HP. So, and both my mons got damage already. So, even though I feel like it could go either way, I think Dave might have had the upper hand because, again, that Koraidon of theirs had way more HP. So I was thinking to myself, all right, I'm going to take a page out of my opponent's book, and I'm going to terrestrialize Koraidon and get rid of the dragon weakness. I'll be losing the stab. But again, I'm hoping that the double damage from Heat Wave and Dragon Claw, basically makes up for losing that stab. So now, though, I don't have to worry thank goodness how bulky Koraidon is. I was thinking to myself, all right, Dragon Claw shouldn't be able to knock me out like one-hit KO style, so I should be good. So I got the knockout on the Ogerpon, thank goodness. And I'm in a pretty good position because I'm like, okay, this might go my way now, actually. So I'm going to go for the Dragon Claw. And got it. Oh, man. I'm actually glad because I wasn't really sure who could be faster. So I got the win. So I managed to actually make the comeback. I got basically 3 wins, 2 losses. So not bad, honestly. Like I said, this is a rental team I use because somebody in the last Pokemon video I uploaded wanted me to try out their team, and honestly, I'm hoping to make this a new series. So if you're watching this, the person, I won't say their username, out of privacy or anything, but if you're watching this team was super well made. I really like the setup between with Pikachu or Snorlax with Belly Drum. So honestly, this team was really fun, and thank you so much for the suggestion. And that's pretty much it for this video. Like I said, I'm hoping to make this a new series where I try out people's rental teams if they suggest them to me. So if you're watching this and you have a rental team you want me to try out, leave the friend code in the comments. And if you have a YouTube channel, go ahead and link me a video too if you've tried that team already. Link it, and I'll link your channel in the description of the next one. And that's pretty much it for this one. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. I know this video's been a little bit longer than usual, and that's pretty much it. Have a good week. Take care. Bye.